I just haven't turned anything on yet. So I will be right back. Welcome everybody back to some more Space Engineers. Are we lost is the name of this scenario, and I'm sure we are very, very lost. This is a deep space scenario that we put together for private server, and let me just grab my gears here. Gimme. And it's rather dark outside. Okay, can only see blue lights. It's really dark outside, and it's very empty. We've got asteroids are set on the lowest, so resources. There we go. Resources are a little bit harder to come by. Sunlight is very low, so our solar panels here are generating power, but not a lot of them. But that said, I'll be joined by, there he is, Mr. Lunar J. And All right,
here
come along.
we go.
Welcome along, and let's see how we go.
Just a skeleton, but yeah.
Excellent. I'm actually not sure what I plan on doing today, to be perfectly honest, other than maybe scouting for some more resources.
More locations to.
Oh no, hang on. I'm working on drone. What am I talking about?
Yep. You have a drone.
I know, and I'm at the scary stage of drone systems. Oh, hang on, the drone's actually still in. The drone's still in the hangar. This is where I've just parked the ship for now. See, I can't even remember where I leave me shit.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just trying to remember where I left my stuff. I mean, my drone. It's actually over in the hangar.
Yep, you closed the hangar door.
I did, to keep it protected.
Yeah, we were having some visitors.
We were. Now, the hardest part is now testing this and seeing if it does it as it's meant to do. I'm going to have to do it in stages, I think, and it's going to start from. I better move my ship. It's going to have to start from that connector over there.
Mm-hmm.
Start from it being connected, and am I in potato mode?
Probably from last time.
I'm in potato mode. Sorry about that, folks. I was playing on another server 6 days ago that has got so many mods installed that I have to play on potato mode, otherwise it's unplayable for me. But that's another story. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to dock the drone up here and then trigger it, and I'm going to trigger it so that it takes off from here. Excellent. And flies to... oh, okay. I was wondering what the hell I was looking at. It's the drone. Base dock. There's the mine all over that way. So that works out well. Sorry, I've just got to reorient myself as to what I'm doing and where I am. So yes, I'll check the first half. So taking off from here and proceeding all the way to there. Once it gets there, I'll then trigger the docking portion of it to make sure it docks up. Then once I've got that successfully debugged, I'll then check it from undocking and coming back to here, and then I'll check it from here to dock up. So once you do it in 4 stages, and I think once I've got those 4 stages sorted, it should be fine for autonomous action. I hope.
As long as it doesn't crash into my ship, I'm good.
Well, it's going to be very slow. This is going to be a slow journey, folks, because I'm going to be probably following the drone at a very slow pace. It is 300 kilometers, so it's going to take a little while. Alternatively, I'm on an ad, so I'm not going to really say anything of importance just yet. There we go. Ads break's finished. Alternatively, I could just let it go and then that's the biggest problem because it's going to be so slow to traverse. It's going to be slow to debug.
We have an incoming assert prepare for boarding.
So yeah, we do. Now I've got to now go through all this and just see if I can wrap my head around how I've got it set up again. To make sure that I actually have got my logic right. Okay, so let's do that.
Are you getting bounced around at all?
No.
Okay, because I'm getting bounced around a little bit.
Yeah, our Epsilon drone is coming in.
Well, there's like 12 guns facing that direction, so...
Yeah, I'm thinking it's actually really made a mistake.
Oh, it's made a huge mistake.
And... Come on. Open fire. I'm thinking it's been deleted. Well, yeah, it's been deleted. We have another Epsilon drone coming in from above. The problem is we're going to have debris and shrapnel coming at us.
Yeah, I'm going to be having debris and shrapnel coming in on my ship. Everything else. Oh, connection problem. Eee.
Okay, well that one missed your ship. It did hit the asteroid though. What did we find? Yeah, there we go. I can see what I'm doing now. Take that. I don't know where the other debris went.
I think it's still coming in.
Oh no, there's debris here that's... There it is. It's floating away and eventually it will get deleted because of cleanup. I've just taken the thruster components.
The real trick is not getting clocked by blocks that are flying at you, because I just had one fly over my head.
Yep. Like I said, I'm actually just taking the thruster components off the... What the hell's still smoking here? Ooh. Decoy. I didn't know there was a decoy in there.
Where?
Oh no, inside the debris.
Ah, okay.
Okay, it can wander away now. It'll get cleaned up. Okay. I'm getting some really weird physics popping. When I'm grinding stuff, it disappears and then pops back into existence.
Whoa.
Like the game's having trouble figuring out where the shit is. There's another Gamma drone coming in, by the way.
We have 4 interior turrets with a ton of rapid fire magazines in them.
We do? Where?
I don't know. It's in one of the connected ships. The lowest count is 91 magazines. The highest is
That'd be
196.
I think that'd be Zaraki's ship.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
captured one.
No, it's not connected to the grid.
How do you mean?
It's not hooked up to the grid. How would I be able to see it from?
Okay, well, it's actually touching the asteroid pretty tight too. A little bit tighter than I thought it should.
It may have gotten pushed by debris.
Yeah, possible, I guess. And
Oh
you're
no,
right.
thrusters are off.
Yeah, but you're right. It's not connected.
It probably
Unless
got
it's
punted by
this.
some debris.
Ah, hang on.
Oh, I bet
it's his little one here.
It's his little one, yeah.
Yeah, 196. He's using interior turrets as exterior turrets because they're small. Not a bad idea, actually. They don't quite have the range, though, do they? They got a 600 range?
600. They're good for
No, 400. They
things
got a
that-
400 range.
Oh, he hasn't bumped it up to 600.
No, it's max is 400.
Whoa, I remember when it used to be 6.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
That's really short.
Stuff's getting awful close by that time. Alright, now, the fun and games distractions are over. Let me just see what I can do here. See if I can remember what I'm doing here.
Okay, you get the joy of timer blocks.
Oh, absolutely. What the...
I'm dropping frames like mad here. I don't know what's going on.
It's not only that, the drone here has just decided to move.
I probably accidentally hit it even though I cleared it. Because I'm
Because it's-
currently having some connection issues, so I may have accidentally hit it even though on my screen I went completely around it.
Yeah, maybe.
Give me a second here.
Yeah. Terminal. Let's pick one of the remote control blocks.
I have lost 29.3% of my frames. I am red
That's
right now.
not good.
No, but everything is low. Like, my CPU is only going to about 50%. RAM is only 33%. Graphics card is fine. But I'm also bouncing around like crazy. Like, my internet connection is just being stupid. So I may have to drop my stream in order to fix it.
Yeah, I just had to turn off all the timer blocks because it decided to start. One of the timer blocks decided to start triggering.
Oh, wow. That's not good.
I'm not sure why, because the sensor block that's supposed to sense the grids that it's near to start triggering the timer blocks was turned off. Oh, hang on. No, it wasn't turned off, actually. Wait at mine. It had triggered the wait at mine. So the sensor block that had triggered was the docking mine, the main dock one. Base mine. That's the one that had triggered. I think. No, that's connect to mine. Alright. And now I've got them all turned off. I can actually check them out properly. I'm going to turn on one of the remote control blocks are still on. Okay, so
All right. Well, I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to go reboot my router because this should not be happening. I'm at 32% drop frames,
yeah, all right, man.
so I'll be back.
Yep, you're right. Okay. Excuse me. pick the really bad times to do this shit.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. There's shit going on. Oh, sorry, stuff going on here at the moment.
Well, when it rains, it pours. And Space Engineers decided it didn't want to be running.
That also sounds like Space Engineers.
Yep. Didn't even give me a thing to crash report. It just went, nope.
It did that last time too, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I have the crash where it doesn't crash, but it crashes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't know that it's crashing.
Ah. Okay, now this is liable to crash. As in, my drone is liable to crash.
Why is that?
Because I'm about to tell it to try and do something. No. Forward direction is actually down. I'm about to try and tell it to actually dock up. Precision mode on.
Good luck. I really, really hope you don't need it.
Well, I'm back to the drawing board if I do. I did take a blueprint of this, I'm pretty sure.
I am now stuck on an infinite loading screen. I have message of the day. Loading, please wait. No, yeah, Space Engineers is stuck. It's not doing anything.
Okay,
Yep, it's stuck.
at the timer block that I just forgot to turn on. Or is it? Yeah, connect to base. Oh, hang on. That's a timer block, isn't it? Yes, connect to base. Is that the one I've turned on or turned off? No, that's the one I've... Timer block, connect to base. Turns off to... It didn't lock it. Why didn't it lock it? Well, it actually successfully docked up. It just didn't lock the connector. It actually successfully did what it was supposed to do.
Oh, nice.
I actually used the remote control blocks and the timer blocks to get it to self-pilot over to the docking approach point, and then that was just the first one, and then I let it stop there, and then I actually told it and manually triggered the now let's dock, and it actually docked up. It actually connected. It just didn't lock the... It didn't lock the connector. It did turn off the sensor and everything, so I'm thinking I need another timer block for it to trigger to actually do the connect, like a couple of seconds later, or a second later.
Space Engineers is refusing to start up now.
Yeah, well, it had you connected and then it just disconnected again.
Yep, it just dropped. Like, it's like, no, I'm gonna shut off now.
That's really weird.
Validating files, that should only take a moment.
I mean, can't you withdraw it? We can't be out of interior plates. Oh, go away.
No, we are. I was just about to start queuing some up
Oh, okay.
for manufacturing. Because I've been using a lot of interior plates for my ship.
You're right. We are actually out of interior plates, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, assembler. No, we want assembler main. Thanks, not assembler one. And I'm going to queue up. Oh, we're at 10,000 of them.
Oh yeah.
Probably while I'm at it, I should check for construction components. Yeah, I'm thinking we need to queue up a whole stack of construction components too, by the way.
Well, we've got the iron.
Yeah, well, I've just queued up 11,000 of those, so... Alright, now... I can't actually believe that the drone actually connected itself up properly. Well, sorry, docked itself up properly. It didn't connect up. That's coming. So I'm going to need another 2 of those, because I'm obviously going to need one at each end. Give me a second.
It's got a circular headphone jack.
Alright, I'm back, I think. So you're having to validate files or something, are you?
Yep.
Yeah, great.
I think it had something to do with when I transferred it over to my solid state. It might not have transferred 100%.
Well, it should have done.
I had a little bit of an issue where the loading box went away.
Yeah.
Like, it just went away. And Steam couldn't find it, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just sitting here with my computer on waiting for it to actually finish. No idea what it's doing right now.
Ah, yeah, maybe. That's alright. I'm actually getting some really now I'm getting some real jankiness. But it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Alright, that's better. More comfortable with that. Now, wrong side. I'm thinking I need another couple of GPS points too, because for the interstellar space, so the deep space between the mine and here, I actually do want it to go to full throttle. Although actually full throttle as far as the remote control blocks are concerned, I think is 100 meters a second. Yeah, 100 meters a second. But I want it to have ample time to slow down, so I think I'm going to need another GPS marker a little bit ways out so that when it hits that GPS marker, oh no, that's not going to work either. I was going to get it to throttle down at that point, but I can't do it that way, I don't think. Okay, well, let's just work on two new timer blocks anyway. Seven, connect to block connector base. Block connector lock. And then wait at base start. So we'll do it from there. And then on 12 Also 2 seconds. Also lock you. And wait at mine and start you. Okay, so sensor base. Triggers connect to base. Connect to base. Timer block. Lock. Start. Now wait at base. Unlocks. Triggers return to mine. Trigger now, so it's an immediate trigger. Turns on it to mine. Hang on. Disable to mine.
think I need to reboot my PC.
All right, man.
And I just stopped my stream because it is.
Causing you too much grief.
And Discord decided to stop working at that time too, because I was saying that people don't want to watch me troubleshooting this because that's not good entertainment.
True, true.
So, yeah, I think I need to reboot, but I don't think it's my computer. I think it's just
Yeah.
things being weird. I think Space Engineers has a weird network error now that it blocks certain things if things don't shut down right.
You could be right, actually.
Because it seems like the same issue that we were having with
LFP.
what was it, Arc or Atlas, where we would have to wait until the server went, oh yeah, you logged out.
Yeah.
Space Engineers doesn't have the oh you logged out and kicks you at some point for inactivity. It just
It just
leaves
dies.
you there.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Okay. Now. Now. Now, we need to check. No, we don't need to check that. We need to check all of our remote control blocks. Collision avoidance is on for the twos. Precision mode is turned on for everything else. Yes. Speeds are set. I am concerned about setting these at 100 though. My concern is that they won't break in time. Although with precision mode turned on, they should. Being precision mode, it should slow down when it gets to that point, because it's going to try and stop directly on the point. Let's hope. Now, how are we going to do this? This button needs to turn system on and off. Regardless of the states of the timer blocks. So I think the easiest way is to I mean, it could just turn all timer blocks and remote control blocks off, which would stop it dead in space, and then turning them back on, it would reinstate. Okay, let's just take all the remote control blocks and all the timer blocks, and we'll call this bat master on off. And then for this, we'll go groups, bat, what? Go away. Why does that not give us the option? Because we can't turn remote control blocks off. So it'd have to be just the timer blocks.
I'll be honest, that is the worst change they ever made, was not being able to turn remote control blocks off.
Yeah, all you can do is you can turn off the autopilot portion of it, but that's all. Bat master on off, delete you. Oh, hang on, I had included these sensors in there, but that's fine. Let's just make it so it turns all the timer blocks off then. That should stop everything. I mean, if a remote control block is still functioning, then it'll still continue to the end of its bit, but... Okay. Bat master on off. I just need a way of being able to turn the whole system on and off. I don't really want to kill the power. That's a last resort. Groups. Oh, okay, it looked like it. Yeah, it is. And we'll just toggle you on off like that. So at the press of a button, I can turn all the timer blocks off, which will kill everything in its tracks. We've got a military mine layer out there at the moment too. That will turn everything back on. And, okay. That doesn't actually trigger anything. That just turns everything back on. So it causes. I need to do a manual trigger to actually start the system again after. Well, at the moment. But if you turn off a timer block with an active timer going, when you turn that timer block back on, the timer will continue to go. Turning it off and on again does not reset the countdown timers.
Nope.
Right, so we're at base at the moment. So,
unless you have one master timer block you never ever turn off, and its only purpose is to reset everything. As the basically to serve as the OSB of the function.
Yeah, and well, actually, and when all the other timer blocks are turned on, it would be turned off, but the timer would be active, so that when you turn the timer off, the timer's the master off, then it would activate and it would tick down. It would do a stop on all timers. That's actually I does that work? Can you actually hit a stop on a timer that's disabled? I don't know. And time for that's something for another time.
Yeah, I think you can reset them, even when they're off.
Wait at base. I think that's the one I need to trigger. think that's the timer block I need to start, is weighted base. I'm reticent to actually trigger it, to be honest. I'm actually reticent to actually trigger the system to get the system to actually start going. I don't know why that is.
Because you've been having to do so much work on it, you don't want to just set it loose in case it decides to go, hey, look, an asteroid crash.
You just disconnected again, man.
Yeah, it gets in, and then Space Engineers just exits straight to desktop.
Okay, that has to be, it's an SE related thing, definitely. Because it shouldn't
And
be.
it's not even crashing. It's crashing, but it's crashing in a way that their crash report,
Doesn't trigger.
it's like everything just dies.
How weird.
I am now just attempting to brute force it.
Have you checked all the display settings to make sure it's actually using your new graphics card and all that jazz properly?
Yeah, I'll double check that after it crashes out again. Watch, it'll join this time because I said that.
Yeah. I can relative damp a ship to another ship, can't I?
Yes, you can.
It just disconnected you out again.
How was I able to log on 100% fine the first time?
I don't know. But something's definitely balked now. Connect to base, wait at base. Shit, where is it? There it is. Okay, well, I'm off and running. Well, the drone is off and running. No, it's just kicked you again, just like that.
Yeah. I was in and then out. I didn't see anything. All it gave me was the message of the day with the loading screen.
Okay, well, let me just check. Admini. Entity list. Characters. Right, I'm actually going to kick your character altogether. Unless it's something buggy because your character's currently sitting in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually going to...
I have my good tools and stuff on me, so
can make some
might
more.
want to. Yeah.
I'm currently not... I'm actually in deep space at the moment. Anyway, I've actually literally just removed your character altogether out of the game. So it
Okay.
will have to reinstantiate you when it actually loads you in next, as opposed to trying to connect you to a pre-existing. It could be that your pre-existing was buggy.
Could have been, yeah. Yeah, because that pre-existing character I started with my old graphics card
Yeah.
shouldn't have
Shouldn't have anything to do with it.
anything to do with that.
But it could also
But-
be that you were currently sitting in a passenger seat and maybe there was something buggy about the character in the seat.
Maybe.
It is SE after all.
It's just technology in general right now.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Well, I'm currently 12 kilometres from base. Only 312 kilometres more to go. But I've got my main ship relative damped to the drone.
Oh, good. So it has lots of guns to escort it.
It has got lots of guns to escort it, and it's cruising along at 100 meters a second, which is the fastest the remote control blocks will let it go. Even though we've got a 250 meter a second max limit in the server.
Mm-hmm. No, that's actually good because that means we can actually catch it.
Hell yes. Catch it and overtake it.
Yep. All right, it let me right in. It must have just been my character. Was
I
buggy.
think that yeah, it might have been just either the character was buggy or the character in the passenger seat was buggy. Could have been a combination of both.
I could experiment by going and sitting
No.
in that chair again.
No. No, I would actually suggest grind that chair. Oh, excellent. I could actually check the status of the drone from my ship here.
Chairs no more.
Okay, so we are currently return to mine. That's the one that triggered. And it turned on the remote control block. I don't want to mess with the remote control blocks whilst it's in flight, just in case me connecting to their control panel, the game decides that, oh, you want control of this. I will, however, turn off those sensors on HUD. Don't need to see those. Oh, okay, I can look out the camera. No, I can't. Why can't I look out the camera? Okay, I can't look out the
You
camera.
should be able to.
No, I can't. Won't let me.
Well, that's just rude.
I know. So, those people watching my stream, I do apologise. It's going to be a bit of a slowish sort of stream because I'm debugging an an auto miner transport cargo drone. How's that? Boy, that's a mouthful. An automatic transport cargo drone. Hey, that's a better one. To transport processed goods from a remote auto mine back to base. And it's an automated system that makes use of remote control blocks and timer blocks and sensors. That's it. No programmable blocks required. Well, in this case I'm using TIM in order to be able to transfer the goods into the drone and out of the drone as is necessary, because it only waits 30 seconds in each location. So 30 seconds it will actually suck all the processed goods out of the mine and store, or as many as it can, store it in the 2 large cargo containers it has on board. And it does so within 30 seconds, and it comes back, and it's using a lower priority so that when it comes back to the main base, the management, inventory management on the main base will take priority and will suck all the goods out of it into the main network. This be the theory. I haven't written a paper on it though.
Well, if you do, I am not peer reviewing that.
The pros and cons of automated drones using remote control blocks and timers. An in-depth study. Especially when you got them travelling 330 kilometres each way. So it's a 600 or 670 or something or rather. I don't know, 700 kilometer round trip or some shit. Close enough. Dear. Unfortunately, I do have my broadcast turned on. Let me just
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that.
turn that off just to make sure. There we go. It means I can't connect to the drone now because oh no, I think I can because I think Skink has got an antenna. It does.
Okay.
It does.
So, I actually just found something out about space engineers that is actually very thoughtful.
What?
Even when you die and you have to respawn because of reconnecting issues, your build planner stays with the stuff that was put in.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So you don't have to re-add them into your build planner.
Exactly. I was like, what?
That's actually quite surprising and actually pretty cool.
I know. I was very surprised by that.
Hmm. Oh my goodness. "48 kilometers so far travelled. It is a slow trip at 100 meters a second. I will admit that. Three seconds a kilometer, 300 kilometers. That's 1,000 odd seconds. Uh-oh. Scrambling deterrent drones. 1.7. Uh-oh. Upsilon drone. I'm kind of streaking past it though. So, yeah, it's falling behind now.
There were some pieces of a drone stuck on my ship.
Huh.
I shoved them off with my face, though.
Ah, okay.
It's a good thing these visors are so sturdy.
Well, they're obviously made out of diamond glass. That's what it is.
When did you get an upgrade? That's fancy.
The drone actually travels slightly canted upwards. Oh, another ad. Really? And it's a long ad too.
Slightly canted upwards sounds actually, to be perfectly honest, like an issue with the remote control block.
Yeah, it is. It's nose up. It's a little bit nose up. I mean, if you check my stream now, if you look at the relative orientation of Skink to the drone is actually slightly nose up. Just turn the HUD off. Yeah, because you can use the ion thrusters as a horizontal level. Hey, Mordred's, here you go, man. I mean, I don't care as long as it flies straight. I really don't care. good to hear. Good to hear. Ow, ow, that hurt. It feels better, but it hurt.
Yeah, I actually heard that through the mic.
Yeah, that was my shoulder.
Oh.
Oh.
It
No,
did not sound like a shoulder.
yeah, it was a shoulder. Well, a combination of neck and shoulder.
Yeah, well, it sounded more like normal finger cracking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that was just my shoulder. No, not a jaw. Just that was my shoulder. It's been louder. When I turn my head, just not all the time. When it's really really bad, I can turn my head a certain way, my neck a certain way, and roll my shoulder, and yeah, it feels like it sounds like bones breaking. It can be that bad. It's actually nothing to concern. I know I used to be concerned about it, but I checked with the doctor and they said, no, it's nothing to be concerned about. I've actually got, they call them loose joints. They don't pop out, but they slip. They don't sit quite proper sometimes, usually when I sleep bad actually. And sometimes that'll actually help them. They'll just pop back into place, and that's what you hear. Oh, okay, 248 kilometres to go. We're getting there. We've gone 75. We've gone more than 75 kilometres.
Slow boating it.
Well, yeah.
Nothing wrong with slow boating it. Just
about 80
just saying.
kilometres. We've gone about 80 kilometres. Well, I knew it was going to be slow, and that's the reason why I've set this up like this, because truthfully, if I've got this system working fine for this particular drone, I can build another one, use a blueprint and build another one identical, and have the two of them back and forwards. However, that could be prone to problems, especially if they both end up at the same location at the same time, trying to dock, etc. So it's better off just probably keeping the one. But that's why it's a remote automated mining facility with refining and processing, and the drones will just take the time to go out, collect it, come back, and by the time it'll do the round trip, it gives a chance for the mine to actually have processed sufficient to make it worthwhile to do the round trip. At least that's the theory behind it.
And while you're out there, you might want to grab some ice. We are out, 100% out.
We're out again. Oh, you've got hydrogen tanks on your ship as well?
I only turned on one, and that was because we had over like 200k of ice.
Oh, I know, and it could be also. Where are my hydrogen tanks?
Oh yeah, one of your tanks popped.
Yeah, and I've got 4 tanks. I've only got 2 that are turned on.
Mm-hmm. I think it was one of the ones that was not turned on that popped.
Yeah, and you're right, Mordred. It's actually not a lot of ice. I mean, I am actually 100% out of ice myself. Huh? Why is that going down? Oh, okay. It's going down because I'm maintaining. It's because I'm maintaining relative distance to that. That's why it's going down. I mean, it'd be nice if I could just turn off auto dampers altogether and just coast. But then it's not liable to actually stay paced with the drone. So I mean, I'm down to 45%. I'm down to 45% hydrogen, but you have to stop and consider that I only had 50% hydrogen to start with because I had less than 50% hydrogen because I've only got 2 out of my 4 tanks turned on, and only 2 of my 4 tanks actually have hydrogen in them. And the beauty of it is, though, where I'm going. Oh, you've got an assertive Epsilon drone over there, yeah? You did
I
have.
don't know.
Looks like it just got deleted.
we have nothing right now.
Where we're going, there is actually ice over here too, and quite a large lot of it. I mean, the last 400k I brought back, well, that's where it came from, was over here. And I won't say I've barely touched the surface of the deposit, but there's a lot more here. Oh, there's an asteroid out there. See if it's one that I've actually found. No, it's not. I mean, no, I'm not gonna risk that. I was gonna say I could be daring. I could fly out there with my jetpack, check it out, and then come back because the drone's only doing 100 meters a second. But I'm liable to lose track of where everything is, and that might be a bit silly.
And I'd rather not have to come out there in Skeletor to come save you.
Yeah.
Because this thing is worse than tissue paper right now.
Well, yeah. I have to check that, see if that Sigma drone salvage is still there. Actually, I think I'll delete. Oh no, I won't delete them. I'll just turn them off for the moment. Oh, 217. So we've done 108 kilometers so far. So not too bad, not too bad. My estimate, we're actually looking, the drone is, we're looking at maybe a 2-hour complete turnaround on the drone from base to mine back to base, which is not really not that bad. Not really.
2-hour tour. All right.
Yeah.
See you in 2 years. Oh, I'm a terrible person.
I probably should get this thing to just get to the mine approach and stop, so I can then manually check the remaining location points from there. I might do that actually. Terminal, give me the... Okay, so it won't let me. I'm going to have to do this, and I'm going to have to do that. Okay, so it's on that remote control block there. When it gets there, when it gets to that point there, it will then triggers the disable to mine. Which is this. Starts the begin mine dock. Okay, we need to stop it here. Begin mine dock. If I turn that one off, timer block 2. If I turn you off, what that means is that it will get, come back here. It will get to the mine. It will disable the remote control that got it there. But it won't trigger the timer block which turns on the actual docking remote control block. And it will turn on the sensor it needs to do the docking. Okay, so that's good. So it'll get to the just above the actual dock itself, because that's, I need to check that actually, because the forward direction of the remote control block needs to be changed to down, not to forward, because it's got to bring its butt down on the docking plate.
Right.
Actually, I can check that. Okay, no, it is. It's good. Damn it. The remote control block that's currently active was still set on flight mode patrol. Fortunately though, changing it doesn't seem to have changed the fact that the autopilot is active, so I didn't need it getting to where it's going and turn around and come back.
And I am actually going to add some ions onto my ship here.
Yep.
If anything, just for maneuvering.
Yeah.
So I'm not burning hydrogen for...
I thought about it.
Base.
I thought about it. But I mean, I do have a reactor, so I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of batteries, so I can as well, but I'm only putting like a couple of the small ions in each direction.
Yeah.
Again, just for maneuvering.
Yeah, my reactor's only generating, a couple of 100 kilowatts, if that. I do have 2k of uranium with me, so I'm not shy on uranium.
No, we're not shying uranium for right now at the base.
Well, we shouldn't be, considering how much Madden I mined and took back there for processing.
Yep.
And if need be, I can go and mine some and process it locally here anyway, because I've got a refinery on board. Yep.
Yeah, and I also have a single reactor on board, so it's mostly my backup power.
Yeah, that's what it is with me. I think if I remember correctly, I've got a hydrogen engine on here too. Two hydrogen engines, which are both turned off. They're emergency supplies if I ever run out of power. But I've got 4 batteries and they're fully recharged. Well, fully recharged in -1 second. That's nice. And they're all fully charged. So I'm
nice.
actually not utilizing a lot of power at the moment because we're in auto dampers, and so it's just keeping pace. And I think it's just the spotlight and maybe the ore detector that's using power at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to be back. I'm just going to put a cup of tea on, I think.
Okay.
And I am back.
Welcome back.
Well, I'm back for 5 minutes until my tea is ready. But in the meantime, I'm eating a very yummy sweet cake.
Nice.
I normally like to eat it with my tea, but I couldn't be bothered waiting for the tea to eat it. It's a cream bun, or cream and jam in a bun with icing and coconut on top. It's rather nice.
Sounds really good.
Well, my daughter's vegetarian, so we actually eat really, really healthy just about all the time, which I have no complaint about. Don't get me wrong, I can make some pretty nice food. But we indulge every so often and get ourselves some sweet stuff, sweet cream buns and things like that.
Yeah.
And that was my, that was one of the reasons why I thought I was going to be late today. Took my daughter down to get her first COVID shot today. So,
Oh, nice.
what do you mean no cake, Mordred? Cake good. Well, this is actually more bread. It's more of a bread bun with cream and cheese in it, with icing on top. Not so much cake. But, hey, cake, bun, all good.
I just always remember this one time we had someone come into our store and try to order a cake with no sugar, no flour, no eggs.
Here's some milk.
Yeah. Yeah. And because they were trying to get something that was like vegan without gluten, kind of.
Okay, so in that
Thing.
case you need to use almond flour with water. Use some agar as a setting agent, and well, it needs to be vegan, so you can't use honey. So I mean, maple syrup for sweetener. There we go.
Yeah. Box store. Not gonna have that stuff,
No.
especially for that.
Well, Mordred, you had no cake for your birthday. Why didn't you go and buy one? You should always have cake for a birthday. Always. It's even in the title. Birthday cake. Hey, Mordred, you say you hit middle age. You wait until you hit old age. Then you're welcome to the club. Okay, so I'm only 6 years off, so give me a break. And even when I get there, I'll be denying it.
One other thing to consider is we judge our lifespan off of people that have not had most of the medical care that we've had since childhood.
Pretty much, yeah. Mordred, I've got a child that's older than that. Okay, now that makes me sound bloody old. Ooh, Pirate Vulture.
Oh, more scrap that has yet to realize that it's scrap.
Well, it's 10 kilometres away and getting further away. I think I've blown past it. Even at 100 metres a second, I think I've blown past it pretty quick. Alright, my tea is ready. I'll be back again.
Alrighty.
And I'm back yet again with nice hot tea.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And I've just blown past an assertive guppy as well.
We're gonna eventually need to go after one of those because I am 68 thruster components short.
68 short.
Yep. We had over 1,000, but I wanted to make sure to actually be able to move. And a single ion thruster, especially for a ship the size that I'm building, even just as a frame, a single thruster would not do anything.
Well, next to nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 109 kilometres to go, so... And so far, I think this flight time has been like 30 minutes. We're about 2/3 of the way there, 30 minutes. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 45-minute each direction, so an hour and a half round trip for the drone. Which is actually good to know.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do something crazy.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to disconnect my ship. It has enough power. It has a few batteries on it.
Mm-hmm.
And put a welder. Remove the connector and put a welder.
Put a welder there and get it to auto weld.
Yeah, I'll have to rub the ship against the welder, but
That's all right.
yeah,
That'll work.
I'll just have to shut off all the hydrogen.
Pretty good idea. I have to admit, last week's Fun with LFP I was actually quite pleased with our foray into space and back. It, it went very smoothly, and returning back to the planet was actually a lot better than I thought. It actually re-entered and came in really quite easily. Considering they got the friction mod in, I was expecting there to be more problems, but no, we didn't have any problems whatsoever in regards to frictional heating or from re-entry or anything like that, which I was quite pleased by. But we'll have to do that trip again. I think we'll go in a different direction though.
Yes. Depending on how my pitch goes, I may not end up joining you, unless you want me to.
No,
I'd have no
that's cool.
problem joining up.
Oh, look,
'Cause-
I fully understand. If you want to build your ship, go for it. In fact, what I'm thinking of doing, between you and me and the stream, of course, is I've got, crumbs, what did I call it? Frogger. I've got Frogger there now, which is a variant of Skink here. It's in the same class as it. But what I'm thinking of doing is going into space and setting up a base inside one of the asteroids, one of the larger ones. Just a little private little base for construction of... what's the best way to explain this? Of an upgrade module for the ship. Now, what I mean by an upgrade module for the ship is Frogger will connect to the upgrade module with a merge block. And therefore it'd be a much bigger ship, a much bigger, a lot more defences, a lot more engine power, a lot more thruster power, whatever. But it's something that can be detached. Just for the hell of it, just for something different. You know, a ship that it'd have no flight capabilities of its own. It'll be because Frogger will be the main core. It's like the captain's yacht that will detach and can fly off by itself, come back, reattach to the main structure, and then you've got this big structure. But it would be a spaceborne structure only, not something that's designed to go down to a planet. Is what I'm thinking. But I don't know about the viability of that. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. It's just a thought I've been toying with in the back of my head.
Sounds like you should do it.
Yeah, well, it all comes down to whether I can stand the rubber banding enough to do it. Because it's painful. And you have to understand that by doing this in space, I don't have access to the production facilities that we've got on the planet. So
Yeah.
building some of the stuff that I want to build is going to be very, very difficult. Either that, or we just branch off and we go to another planet. So there is several other planets there, and they haven't been to any of them.
No. Yeah.
So we could just aim at one of the nearest ones and go there and see maybe set up a base there or something. I don't know.
Very true. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to propose was kind of a slightly mobile base idea. Like, it won't have everything that the main base has, but it will have a piece of it. Like, it'll have some of the ridiculously overpowered refinery and assembler.
Yeah,
but
like
only
the tier 5
one.
stuff and the tier 5 assembler, because the tier 5 assembler can build up to tier 5 plus everything below it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I've only got it. I can't remember, what did I actually put on Frogger? Did I put a tier 5 assembler? I think I put the compact. I can't remember if it was a tier 5 compact refinery or what it was that I put on it now.
You put a tier 5 basic refinery, but it still refines everything that a normal refinery does. It just doesn't have upgrade slots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't remember what I did when it comes to the assembler, though.
You did a normal big assembler, but it was tier 5 as well.
It was a tier 5 assembler, which means it can build all the tier 5 stuff.
Yeah, you actually have that thing pretty well set up.
I have, like I said, it can actually build all the tier 5 stuff, which means with the right resources, I can actually build up to tier 5 of everything. So, I mean, it would be slow going setting up in space, but it'd be doable because we'd have the refinery and the assembler necessary to build up to tier 5 of everything if we wanted to. We just need the titanium for starters, and apparently it's a little bit harder to get hold of. Well, we didn't find any in space, so... Well, we haven't found any yet. Anyway, like I said, it's just a thought I've been toying with, and ship it to the location. Yeah, that's a little bit harder to do, Mordred. It's slower, and especially considering the server is like molasses. At least for me, it is.
Oh, it is for me too, even with my ping.
I mean, you should try playing it, Mordred. It's 323 mods. Space Engineer server with 323 mods. Trust me. It's like 2.2 gigs worth of mods, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And the one we're in right now has 20.
Yeah, and this server has got 20 mods. Have we got that many?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, some of them are quality of life, like sneaky tools and...
True.
Build vision and the paint mod.
And the paint gun, yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there's stuff in there where you don't even think about adding it because you just add it because it's like, oh, this will just make things way more convenient.
well, exactly, yeah. And I mean, I'll be honest, if LFP had decided that today they were going to... What the hell is that? Another Probot Vulture. If LFP had decided that today for the Black Friday community event they were going to do the lightweight SE game that Chevy suggested, which it came down to a choice between 7 days or a very lightly modded SE server. If they had gone with the SE server, I would have been there rather than here. I mean,
oh yeah,
Are We Lost could have waited, and I would have been playing that and streaming that.
oh yeah.
As I said to him, but I had a look at the poll late last night for me, and not many people voted, but the votes were. I think 5 people have voted, and it was 4 for 7 days and 1 for Space Engineers. So
Yeah.
just that alone, and I could tell Chevy was probably more in line with 7 days, and there's nothing wrong with that. As I was saying to Mad, as I said to Mad, I don't have 7 days for starters. It's not my type of game, so I've got no inclination to go and get it. You know, if it had been the SE server and one of the games I do have, then I would have been there. We had a lot of fun when we all played together. But that's cool. Well, they're having fun.
Yep.
And I've got 46 kilometres to go, and we'll be at the mine. That's doing all right. Yeah. So I'm looking at the time here, and it's probably a 45-minute trip from the base to the mine. So it's a nice even hour and a half round trip for the drone, for the cargo drone. Give or
And my
take a
ship
minute or
has-
two. Yeah.
My ship has made us run out of grids and steel plates.
And steel plates. We'll queue up another 20k steel plates. That's what I always do. When we run out of steel plates, I queue up 20k.
That's what I just did, and I did 10k of grids because
Cool.
again, all heavy armor.
All heavy armor. Yeah, that's what I did with this. That's necessary.
I'll be honest, the fact that it actually moves with just 3 small ion engines forward and backward,
That's
is
pretty good.
amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
good.
surprised it moves. Because this is not a light bird.
Well, what is its
And I will
total
find
mass at
some
the
way to,
moment?
oh yeah, I will find some way to make to use every single reference anyone has ever made about anything that flies.
That thing's gonna soar, mate. Really is.
Oh yeah. I can see one of the prepare for boarding ships again because they're bright yellow and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
really hard to miss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, skink here is 381k in weight. 381,418 kilograms.
You want to know how many kilograms?
Oh, I do.
What
I
did
do.
call it?
I don't know what did you call it.
It's just static grid 2941 right now.
Okay.
I forgot to give it a name, but it is 2,275,601 kilograms.
Okay, but you've laid it's still framework, isn't it? But you've laid it down as heavy armor framework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're looking at the built-out weights because heavy armor framework weighs the same as a fully built-out,
No, yeah, that's
which
that's
is
how they
stupid.
should-
I mean, it is really
It's-
stupid. If you put one steel plate into something, it should weigh one steel plate. It shouldn't weigh 25 steel plates, or it shouldn't weigh 100 steel plates and grids. It should weigh
Yeah.
one steel plate.
No, yeah. Part of that I know was Keen trying to lighten the physics load. I mean, it feels like it should have just been tweaks to it that seemed like a
Yeah.
oh hey, maybe we should tweak the actual physics engine instead of we'll just tweak the game to fit the physics engine.
Yeah, true. Although you have to admit, Space Engineers has come a long way from its original release. The
Oh, yeah.
original game. I remember when I got the original game, and compared to then, the thing we've got now is an elegant piece of masterful work.
Oh,
Compared
God,
to
yeah.
then, it was Minecraft in space. It was that chunky.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first learning to survive, well, the first tutorial, the training tutorial that ran you through and how to teaching you all the different things. That was it was very interesting. Teaching you how to build a ship, that was really janky. It was really janky.
Yep. I remember the first time I got Space Engineers. It had been out for a few months. Someone was doing something. I went, you know what? It was not too long after they introduced rotors and pistons.
Yeah.
And I wound up making a ship that liked to spontaneously just start spinning in place like that.
Yes, yes. The lovely clang.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've spent weeks. In fact, in my garage, I've got gravity drives and all sorts of stuff by actually making use of gravity engines for and mass blocks for drive systems.
Mm-hmm.
And all that sort of stuff. And clang drives. I've messed around with clang drives. They're fun. They're fun. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
They're a huge amount of fun.
I've never actually messed with a Clang drive before, mostly because I've dealt with Clang enough without purposefully trying to do that I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
Hey, I used a tutorial. I came across a tutorial. It was a clang drive that allowed you to break the speed limit in the game. And they're right. It did. However, once you got, I think it was about 30 kilometers from where you started, physics just, basically inverted and went actual nuts to the point where it was absolutely crazy. It really was. But for that first 30 kilometers, you could do 1,000 meters a second. Not a problem.
And then the physics engine went, wait, what are you doing?
Exactly. And then all of a sudden it was like you're on a spring. It was really weird. It's janky as. Because it thought you were still a static grid attached back where you started from, but you weren't.
Oh, yeah, that glitch.
Yes.
I think that glitch is even still a thing.
It is still a thing. Yeah. Absolutely still a thing.
Because server admins have to keep an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All right. 11 kilometers and closing.
Fun. I got myself a newspaper suit.
Newspaper suit. Charge 325 kilometers to the mine. Okay, now I do have relative dampening turned on. auto dampers turned on, but I'm just going to back off a little bit from the drone. Well, oh,
Okay.
Try not to have both of you blow up, please.
no, when I actually backed off, it actually disabled the auto dampeners. Now I can't actually get them to re-enable because I can't see the drone.
Oh no.
It's alright. I can see where it's going, so I know where it's going, so I'll be scoot ahead of it. I'm just going to shunt to one side so I don't interfere with it. There it is there. It's 400 meters off.
I really do feel bad that people can't watch my stream of me building my ship, but it's a little late
Yeah.
for me to start back up, and I was having so many issues that I just feel bad because I'm building this awesome ship and people aren't getting to see it.
Yep. I know what you mean. Alright, there's the drone. It obviously has slowed down. Ah, it's actually having trouble. It won't go into the asteroid. Oh no, there it goes. It was just having trouble getting to it.
Oh, and I actually did make a minor modification to my ship since I do have the top area as a landing area for ships.
Yep.
I am doing the double sorter thing where one going one direction, one the other direction, so I can actually pull and empty specific stuff like ore
Oh,
out
yeah.
of ships.
Yep. Okay, 2 mine has been turned off. Excellent. Now it's mine dock. It worked.
Nice.
It actually docked up and locked in. And it's pulled 44k silver. Right, silver. It's pulled 44k of silver ingots.
Oh, good.
44k silver ingots out of the mine here.
Oh, nice. Oh, does the mine process stuff?
Yeah.
So we're getting processed. Nice.
Yes. Yes, the mine processes. It mines it and processes it. So when the drone comes to pick up, it is actually picking up Uh-oh. Don't you kill me. It actually picks up processed goods. Sorry, the drill head was just snagged. How far is it? 44. How far are these pistons extended? These pistons have got a long way to go yet.
Nice.
Okay, no, not really, because how far have they pressed? Where? They're at 4 meters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to limit their max distance to only 5 meters for now, because it's reaching a point in the depths of the mine where it's snagging.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's got twice that distance it can go yet. If I can get it to not be snagged, it'd be great. I mean, there's so much silver here, so it doesn't really matter that I'm mining some of it out.
Yeah.
Right-click
Well,
mining it, that is.
It might not be a bad idea to also have the drone pick up some, especially on the more critical components, like
The
platinum
ores
and
as
stuff.
well, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad idea to pick up ores. So whatever it's not processed, we can bring it back to where there's the heavy processor.
True. Good potential.
So we
look at
have
that.
some pre-processed to use, and then we have the rest to process.
Could put a drill head on there. Just trying to think of a way of being able to shave these the extra silver away from so that it doesn't snag the drill heads.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know of a way, actually. What the hell have we got a collector there? I don't need a collector there. Let's just rid of that.
Sitting out all by its lonesome, my ship has 8 days of power.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do this. What am I doing? That. All the pistons can stop. The advanced rotor, where is it? Advanced rotor can stop. I don't mind the drill sitting there spinning. So I've just had a thought on how I might be able to maybe there. I don't know whether this will work. Am I out of steel plates? There I am.
Steel plates is one of those things where it's like, I am making so many steel plates. Wait, why am I out of steel plates?
Yeah. Now, there you are. I think I need to change the GPS marker for the mine entry. It's too close to one of the edges. It took a little bit for the drone to, because it's on collision avoidance, it took a little while for it to find a route in.
Oh.
So I think I'm going to have to change one GPS marker, but that's alright. Okay, that's good enough. Give me some steel plates. Um. Yes, that way. Don't know whether this is actually going to work, or if they're going to snag as well. Actually, they shouldn't snag. This is a really, really janky drill head arrangement, really.
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Well, it is.
It is.
Theoretically, though, it should be able to clear the required area so that the drills don't snag. Theoretically. Do I believe that? No, I don't. But I'm going to keep saying it and insist that that's the truth, just until it all blows up. And then I'll say that it's just space engineers. Something was wrong with space engineers.
Exactly.
I think I can bring you closer. In fact, I know I can bring you closer. I've had you closer before. What? Serious? Amount of iron? Seriously? I had 2k of it.
Did it get pulled out by accident?
Shouldn't have. It doesn't really matter. There's tons of iron just here. I just need to go and mine some. In fact, directly in front of the ship is iron. Just need to deploy the drills and suck some of it up. If I remember correctly, this same thing happened last time too. Deploy the drills. Crumbs. I only need to basically touch the walls with my 3 drills and I've got more iron than I need. I've got 100k of iron ore.
Oh, Mr. Big Bender.
No, there's just a darn lot of ore here. I mean, there's just a real lot of iron ore here. Crazy amount, in fact.
We have a Spurt military escort closing in rather rapidly. 511, 59, 56, 506, 5k, 495k. I think it is heading directly for us.
Okay. Well, hopefully the defences will be able to adequately deal with it.
Boy, I am building a very heavily defended cargo transport.
Yes. Great, isn't it?
Yeah. That's just kind of funny because one of the other space games that I'm playing, they said I wound up building a ship that looks like it's carrying a bunch of containers on the exterior.
Yeah.
And one of the missions was pretend you're a freighter and go find out what's happening to all these freighters. And I'm like, I am a freighter.
Exactly.
There's no pretending here.
Pretend? What is this pretend you speak of? That's all the steel platers. Hate the way it does that. The build planner says you've withdrawn all everything, but you haven't.
No, yeah, I was getting that. It's server lag issue where it pulls it, but it doesn't actually
Doesn't actually pull it.
Server-
Yeah.
Yeah, server says no, you didn't pull that.
But the build planner says, yeah, you did pull that. Alright, so that's all the drills now going again.
Nice.
And I'm thinking that should, I think... Oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Where's the advanced rotor? Let's just do a reverse on you for the moment. Turn you back on. Okay, so let's reverse you again now. And let's get all the pistons going again. This is really is a janky mine. Well, it's a janky drill head, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was probably a better way of doing this. As I could have just kept cascading the drills like this down. Which would probably have worked. Maybe I should actually redo them and just actually cascade them down properly. Because I think this sort of a cascade, I think, will work. Is working, and not so much the offset. The offset was done on purpose. It was to clear the leading edge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking if I just cascaded them like these first three, just kept cascading them down, it would have done the same sort of job, actually. Yeah, it would have actually done the same sort of job. Okay, see, this will give me an idea if it's actually going to be able to clear it. The two pointing down are clearing the super deep. And the one coming around, this one here, is it? Oh, I mean, those ones down there are clearing it.
So I already ran out of 20,000 plates.
You've already run out. Oh, that's right. You've got set up the welder, haven't you?
The welder, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I set it up so it is now making 50.
Okay, yeah. Just gonna sit here and just check this. So I'm thinking this might actually do what I need it to do. It's clearing, I think, just enough for that bottom lateral drill to actually clear enough. So if this is going to work, I can actually change the max range of the pistons back up to the full 10 meters and push straight down. At the moment I've locked them to 5 meters each, but there's 6 of them, so there's 6 drills cascading. But the fact that the deposit, the wall creeps in, I was a bit concerned. I mean, the drills I think should push down to about here, down to full. Yeah. Oh, okay. I better go and do that before it kills me. I mean, I came over here to test the drone would actually come over here and dock up properly, which it does. And actually I have to reinstate that so it does that, and I have to fix that GPS marker.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really intending to actually do some more work on the mine, except that the drill head had snagged, so I had to clear it and figure out a way to make sure it doesn't snag again.
Yep. One whole side is almost welded.
Sweet. Okay, so they've pulled clear. Now it's these ones, these turns. It's still janky. It's one of the it's one of the jankiest. Well, it's actually not the pistons. It's just the drill head. It's one of the jankiest drill heads I've built. I normally like nice even things. I mean, I could always pull it all the way back, pull it back up, and I could change the drill heads altogether so that, which is what I normally would do. Oh no, it's alright.
Man, we're starting to get a lot of Maydays around.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Honestly, I'll take Maydays over the prepare to be boarded.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is looking like it's actually going to be able to keep itself pretty clear. I mean, if it's not, I can always stick another drill on there, as in on, like, well, that way. Or even one back, actually. Back here. No. Don't think it needs it. It's snagging. It's snagging here. That is what I was concerned about, because that's where it was snagged. It was snagged on this drill here. About there. And I'm thinking it's just clearing it just enough, yeah, so that this drill here can actually clear it the rest of the way. Okay. Ah, of course. I'm gonna have to check that. Let it just do its thing there. I just need to figure out why something's not working. Hello, assertive guppy. Go away, assertive guppy. Is it because it's logged me out?
Hmm?
Oh. Okay, I have to, let me just do this. For some reason... let me just get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, the commands for my chat, my Streamlabs commands are not working.
Yeah, I had Streamlabs and Stream Elements fighting each other in my chat for some reason.
Well, I don't have Stream Elements. I've just got Streamlabs.
Yeah. I have Stream Elements. I don't use Streamlabs. That's the thing that confuses me. It's like, Streamlabs, I did not turn you on. Why are you on and telling Stream Elements what you're doing?
Yeah. Ah, this is weird. Because I just noticed that my timers weren't firing. And I just tried the manual command, and the manual command's not firing. So, but anyway, those people in stream who are wondering about the manual commands just initiated, all of my servers here are actually hosted with gPortal, a very cool game server hosting service, offering Game Cloud servers and state-of-the-art hardware for any of your game server needs. If you hit the link, which would have been in chat but is not, but it's actually below this video in my stream Twitch window here. If you hit the link down there, and if you want to run a server of your own, you can bounce on over there and use that referral link, and you can get 5% off on your game server hosting. So by all means, go and check them out. And
Yeah,
use
Definitely
them.
check 'em out.
Definitely, because I find they're a fantastic service
Oh yeah.
and well and truly worth your patronage. Now, I think this drill is doing what it needs to. Okay, see, I do need now to let the pistons extend further because I've hit the 5 meter mark on all the pistons. So, but yeah, I noticed that I actually it had logged me out of Streamlabs. So unless Streamlabs, it will take a little bit for Streamlabs to register that I'm actually streaming because I've just logged back into it. I don't know. But no. Pistons. That's what we want. Pistons, and we want to increase the distance here. Thank you. Back to 10 meters. Thank you. They are on, aren't they? Yes, they are on. They are set to 10 meters. They are set to 10 meters. Well, I'm just going to have to hope that I've actually put in something in place that's going to stop it from snagging because it's got a ways and ways to go. Hopefully it'll be able to shave these and clear these properly as well. But now, yep, ooh, close, there we go. Alright, so we've got plenty of, that's good. Oh, okay, we've been constantly sucking the silver out of here. We have too. Excellent.
Good.
Okay, so that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. We're all good. Yes. Okay, the pistons are now driving forward again. All right, now. First of all, let me just get rid of Skink here out of the way because it's going to cause grief if I try and reinstate the drone whilst it's still sitting here.
Yeah, drones can be temperamental sometimes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Most times.
Most times.
A lot. Often.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put Skink out of the way. I'm going to reinstate and enable the drone, but I'm going to do what I did this time. I'm going to balk it so that when it gets to its other end, it won't try and dock up. It'll actually stop sitting in front of the dock. Just so that I can test that it's going to function correctly all the way back. Now, what I also need to do is I need to change that mine entry. I need to bring you more down here. Yeah, I'm going to say here somewhere actually.
Yeah, I have to say I actually much prefer this method of bring the ship to the welder than bring the welder to the ship.
Yeah.
a little slower, but induces less clang.
True, true.
And you don't have to make a ginormous ship with a giant welder.
Yeah.
And then constantly go back and refill it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now what we need to do here is remote control to mine. It is one of these. Okay, it's still because I renamed the new GPS exactly the same as the old GPS. It didn't mess anything up, I don't think. Although let me just remove it and re-add it. Add. Move up. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, disabled to mine. That's right, I actually turned off. Okay. Disabled to mine. Which ones did I turned off? Begin dock, didn't I? Better make sure that that is actually connect to mine. I've turned off wait at mine. Return to base, disable. Ah, hang on. Begin base dock RC. Don't need RC. Oh, I do, but I don't. Okay.
And I'm out of something again.
Okay, there's 07. So if I turn 07 on, when I toggle everything back on, it should turn it off. I'll just sit back here and wait for 20 seconds and why are you jittering? Stop your jittering. Oh, hang on. I just thought of something. Stop. Okay. Dock approach. And to base. Yeah, okay, so I really wish there was a way of resetting. I really wish there was a way of resetting remote control to base. Reset waypoint, is that going to do it? Okay, let's see if that has reset it. So to base. See that one just should. Yep. So to base. Okay, so it'll go to dock approach, which is where it's supposed to have gone to start with. Okay, now from dock approach you should go to mod entry. And we will just stop attaching. There we go. Alright, it is now on its way back. So in an hour and a half it should actually, well sorry, in 45 to 50 minutes it should actually get back to base. In the meantime, I'm going to get some ice while I'm here.
So since we're out of ice, we do have an oxygen tank that is being filled by the oxygen farms, which is a good reason to have these oxygen
Oh,
farms.
absolutely. Yep.
But I tried to have Tim put. I set the oxygen tank to be to refill bottles. And I
Okay.
tried to add the Tim tag of having one oxygen bottle
Uh-huh.
in the tank, and it's not doing anything.
No. I'll be back there shortly anyway, so I'll have a look.
Okay.
I just need to... Where's the ice? There it is.
Oh, fun. An assertive Upsilon drone is about to get deleted. My ship is in a position where about 75% of its guns are able to fire on it.
Yeah.
And it's the most armored side now, too.
Yep.
It really chose the worst direction to come from.
Yes, it really did. Okay, so we need... Extend the drills. Turn the drills on. Okay, do it this way.
Well, I took the opportunity and snagged a few of its ion engines.
Excellent.
Only one per for the small.
I know.
But, hey, it's something.
Yeah, I guess it's better than nothing, huh?
Yeah,
Right,
we
I might
do
just...
need to get our hands on the big ones. And so
We do.
big thrusters.
I'm just going to set a timer for about 45 minutes because that should be 45. It should be within 5 minutes of actually getting over there. Although when it does get there, it won't try and dock up. It'll stop at the dock approach point. But if it makes the trip successfully without me being in tow and stops at the dock approach point, I think I can fully enable everything and just let it go.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're doing it kind of how you're generally supposed to do stuff like this, where it's you do a bit at a time, as annoying as it is.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to just have it one go
Oh,
and
look,
make it work.
It'd be great if the mine was like only a couple of kilometres away and it was like a 5-minute round trip. It'd make debugging it and getting it to work so much easier. Instead of it being 300 and something kilometres away, 325 kilometres away, and requiring 45 to 50 minutes in each direction. But well, that's the way it goes. I mean, I know there are script systems out there that will supposedly do that. I've looked at some of them, but I'll be honest, I've never found them to be reliable enough for use, personally. As for whether
Yeah.
this is reliable enough, I don't know. I'm not sure whether we're going to see the same problem as I had when I was trying to do it planet-based. I don't know.
I don't either. I wish I had the answers.
Mm-hmm. What are we looking at? Okay, we're at just under 200k of ice. So. Alright, I wonder if Streamlabs has realised I'm streaming it. Let me just try this again. No, I'm going
Well,
to say Streamlabs is balked at the moment because it's not honouring any commands.
Yeah, well, considering everyone decided to kind of all air
Grievances.
their grievances with Streamlabs all at once, yeah, they probably got a little upset.
I didn't air any grievances.
No, but it's convenient to take it out on someone that they don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly really don't care. I mean, I'll just
Nah,
do the
they know.
manual. I'll just do the manual spiel like last time, and there is a link in underneath in one of the panels underneath the stream window, and it'll be added into the description over on YouTube once I exported the VOD over there. So there's no dramas. I mean, Streamlabs are doing themselves a disservice, really. Because people will look, maybe go to Stream Elements or something else as a result. I mean, it's making me seriously think about it.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I use Stream Elements instead of Streamlabs.
Yeah.
And the fact that Streamlabs was actually in my chat telling Stream Elements, hey, you can't chat that much, had me very confused.
Yeah, I think Streamlabs was just trying to be a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, this was a big ice deposit. It's not as big a deposit anymore. I mean, considering my ship weighs 300 and something thousand kilograms, and it's currently weighing 1.1 million kilograms.
Yeah, that's a that's a big weight difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is 573k of ice, and I'm still mining it.
Good. Because we need the ice.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, it'd be so sweet if we could find a crushed ice asteroid.
Oh, I want so bad.
I know they exist because I've seen them in one of my private games.
Yep.
Random spawned, and I mean, the asteroid that we've actually built our base in, there was one asteroid in the cluster that was bigger than that, and it was all ice. And it was a cluster.
Yep. Soon, we'll get lucky.
Yep. Cool. Oh, I think I just got a little bit of platinum too.
Oh, good.
I know. Might have been silver.
Ah.
I don't know. Ship's getting a little heavy.
I bet.
I wonder if it's going to affect my jump range. Not that it
Probably.
really matters because, I mean, it's only 300 and something kilometres I need to go. It shouldn't affect it so much that I can't do that jump, let me put it that way. I decided to actually clear this ice patch. Seems to be the only ice on this asteroid though, so it's a bit of a problem. Means I'm going to have to find another ice asteroid.
Yep.
Or another ice deposit.
Oh, that's why I included a ore detector on my ship.
Oh, hell yeah. And that is the ice gone. When I say that is the ice gone is because the ore detector no longer detects ice.
Oh man.
So I completely cleared it.
I'm actually really surprised we haven't come across any NPC stations.
They're there. I can tell you that they're there, but we haven't come across them yet.
Yeah.
I've got 1 million ice.
That should work for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, maybe an hour. Maybe.
Well, given that most of our ships are hydrogen powered.
It's true. That's true. Okay. Jump drive. Where are you? Jump drive. There you are. Oh, okay. That's exactly where I want to go. Max jump distance is only 1,200 kilometers. So
Oh, wow.
the weight certainly makes a difference there.
It does. That's why I've got 2 jump drives on my hauler.
Yeah. Kablooey! And we are 1 kilometer away. Come on. There's a rust freighter. Is that the Sigma Rec? Yeah, it is. The Sigma Rec GPS marker anyway. Come on, come on. We'll just aim off to the little side here. We don't need to come in at full throttle.
And just so you're aware, I am by the hangar and I am moving.
Okay. I just need to figure out the best place for me to connect up. It's probably going to be at the drone dock, believe it or not.
Yeah, well, it's not going to dock yet, so.
No, it's got another 40 odd minutes yet.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, because you have jump drive. It
Yes,
does not.
it does not.
But it means we have a constant flow.
Yes.
The ship looks much better now that it's getting its armor welded up.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I need to. Come back here. Alright, we should have just gotten a huge influx of ice.
Nice.
Alright, I better just move my ship anyway, just to make sure I don't forget. Yeah, 917k at 916k, but it's going down awfully fast.
And I'm not connected.
Are there hydrogen engines on the base?
I think so.
Are they turned on?
No idea.
Because they would chew through ice so quick.
They might be on. Since they, when you put them down, they start on when you
Yeah.
weld them up.
I will check. Okay, so I'm clear of that. Excellent. Thanks, game. That really was not much fun.
Ah, bouncy, bouncy.
Yeah. 932.8k of ice. Let's have a look. Hydrogen. There is an engine on the snail, which is off. There's an engine on something which is off. Hydrogen engine 3 is off. Hydrogen power generator is off. No, okay, I'm going to say they're actually all off. But we've got small hydrogen tanks on the base that are filling. Small hydrogen tank on a ship that's filling. That one's full. That one's filling. That one's full. They are not filling. Oh, yeah, they are. Slowly, I guess. There is some of these hydrogen tanks that are actually set on stockpile.
Ah,
It's a connected grid using the slim hydrogen tanks. My
that-
slim hydrogen tank.
that is Mad's miner, the old prospector.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's got two really small hydrogen tanks which are set on stockpile.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah.
That's all right. Thrusters, yeah. Tanks. Okay, well, all the hydrogen tanks that are on the grid or on connected grids are actually all full.
Is it still chewing through the ice?
Doesn't look like it, I don't think. Let me just have a look. No, it doesn't appear to be.
Good.
Although 926.5k of ice left, it did chew through a lot of it pretty quick. 926.5. Yeah, it's looking alright. It's looking alright. Now, you wanted oxygen bottles in something?
In the oxygen tank, I did Tim oxygen bottle 1. Because we just need to keep one in there as a backup.
Yep.
Preferably at all times, so that way when you put a bottle in, it would more, if a bottle got taken from there, it would put one back.
Well, theoretically that should work. However, I don't know whether Tim actually likes oxygen bottles. I mean, sorry, oxygen tanks.
It doesn't appear that he does. So we may just have to do it manually. But Tim then tries and grabs it out.
Well, that's oxy bottle. It tries to it tries to grab it out because it's Okay. That's interesting. Because you can't put oxygen bottles into the oxygen tank.
Eh?
You can't. I'm trying to... It won't let me.
I just put an oxygen bottle in the oxygen tank. That's how I have the bottle I have on me.
You're directly connected to it?
Yeah.
Where is
I
it?
went through the cargo container that's in the hangar.
Because I was trying from a cargo container up there, and it won't let me do it. So oxy tank.
Oh no! It won't let me do
Not
it from my
that one.
inventory.
No, not that one. The other oxygen tank I can, but not from that one. Has that one maybe got a broken connector conveyor? Because the other oxygen tank, I can put stuff in, but that one I can't. Where the hell is that one? Show on HUD. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, it has a broken connector because it does work in the other one.
It does work in the other one, yeah. So I'm going to see if I can track down where it is.
All right, and it's set on auto refill.
Yep,
So we'll keep one in each tank.
yep. Oxygen tank, 16 kilometers, 16 meters. Ah, okay, that's the one here in the passageway.
Oh, it's the one that's not connected to anything. Right. I'm just going to actually set that one to invisible.
Yep. Unless we want to try and conveyor it up.
No, yeah.
It's got an air
There-
vent attached to the end of it.
Yeah, but to get it connected would be a bit of a wiring nightmare.
It would, because it goes into the main section of the habitat. I mean, of the...
We actually really don't need it anymore.
Well, in that case, it's coming out. Yeah. Okay, we might need to actually get up here. Offload some goods. There we go.
I'm standing out of your way. Okay, that is one thing that I actually really do appreciate about space engineers. When you're paying attention and you actually step to the side of a hallway, people can actually get by
Still
you.
get past you, yeah. Okay, so we'll put down some more catwalks, I think.
Or interior blocks. It's up to you.
No, let's do the catwalks.
Yeah,
In
let's
fact,
do the
In
catwalks.
fact, we could put lights down underneath there and then put the catwalks over top.
No. Oh, yes, if we remove this one, this passageway. There we go, because the catwalks have to go on top. They would go underneath otherwise. This one's underneath.
Is it?
Yep. It's on top. This one's on top. Duh. Oh, man. Been forever since I put these in. So I've forgotten.
So do that.
I've only put one in. Yes, so it emulates the other side.
Yeah. So just put another catwalk in there and...
Yeah, so that way it matches the one that Matt put together.
Yeah. Let's just...
And you can adjust the lights through the grating. I love that.
Yeah.
God, I love Build Vision.
Yes. There we go. That looks pretty cool.
I don't use it in any of my creative worlds, but whenever I'm on a server that has it, it's like, oh my god, I can actually adjust lights.
Yeah. I think that's cool actually, having the light under the grid like that.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Well, that's fixed that problem.
Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool.
Hmm. Okay, now oxygen tank, yes. Oxy tank, yes. Although that said, let's just add in here. Okay, why is it not doing that then? This cargo container is supposed to keep one oxygen and one hydrogen bottle in it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because I copied and pasted from that cargo container.
The only thing I can think of is... four being kept there. 4 of each being kept there. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Not enough of them, I think.
No. Well, I had one on me, and I got deleted.
That's right. I'm just making some more. Yep. They're all going into a connected oxygen generator. What?
Okay, what am I out of now? Yeah, I'm out of something.
For some reason... Okay, now this cargo container has actually got one in it.
Yep. Well, you made 25 of them, so.
Well,
Plus.
no, I made 10 of each. 10 hydrogen, 10 oxygen.
Yeah, because when I got into the assembler, there was 25, I think, set in there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I ran out of
Because
grids
it
again.
should not have made that many.
I might just be crazy, and I might have seen something that didn't happen.
No, I don't know about that. Might just have to go and do a little bit of diagnostics. Because I'm thinking you might be right, but that's not how many I told it to queue up. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Maybe we've got a couple, 100 of each. Maybe I hit the wrong button.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
We've got a prepare to be boarding coming in too, by the way.
I think the more accurate term is prepare to be vaporized.
Prepare to be destroyed. I need somewhere where I can actually put another LCD panel down. Okay, I'm going to put one. Maybe in there.
Well, it needs a paint job, but it's looking a lot better than it was.
Mm-hmm. All right. That'll do. Ice system will do. That's what we'll call it. Bum, 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 bum. It's not right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's all around the wrong way. Get rid of that. That. Okay, so that's fine. Oh, it's bad when you can't remember half the commands you need. Yeah, 108 hydrogen bottles. There we go. Uh, Alright, where the hell's Tim? Gas container objects. Ah. Okay, so I can do it that way. Why is it not doing it? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, see, so it takes them both away. Fine, we have to do it the hard way then.
Cool. I have a second jump drive.
Well, alright, so we've got 108 hydrogen bottles and 113 oxygen bottles. So we've got tons,
We will never run out, theoretically.
theoretically. The problem is, they're not actually on the main grid. Some of them have actually been shunted off into other locations for some reason. You know, a connected grid.
I think because it's trying to balance stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause it-
40, 50 of the oxygen bottles have been shunted off into somewhere else, but they shouldn't have.
No. Timer for your drone.
How
Timer
long?
for your drone.
Let's have a look. Well, my timer will go off in 7 minutes, so it's probably about 10 minutes away.
Okay.
Thing is, I don't know why. I know. Okay. I don't know which. I don't know where. I don't know where those O2H2 generators are. I know they're a subgrid that is connected somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. It's probably Zaraki's ship out here, actually.
Most likely.
Yeah, three of the generators that are stealing O2 bottles are out here, yes. But it most certainly shouldn't be trying to balance them with, because
Across grids.
across grids, that's right, they're not supposed to be.
I'll be honest, most of my experience with Space Engineers is, why is it doing that? It shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just discovered something very fun.
Hmm.
I need to rub my ship against the welder again because heavy blocks can look finished even without the grids.
Even without the grids, yep.
So I don't know how many of my blocks are missing grids.
I think my main ship here might be in the road of the drone. It's in almost a direct line of sight path. So I'm just going to move it.
Yeah, I'm glad I put the ions on here.
Yeah.
It actually moves pretty good for having only 3 little ion engines pushing it.
Yeah. Thruster components, huh?
Yeah, we're out of thruster components. We have 0 platinum.
Boy, oh boy, we've gone through that much platinum.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we have 0.
Yeah.
Because normally you have like some weird little amount left.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got nothing.
We've got a gamma drone coming in. Yep.
Unfortunately, my ship is a little far forward, so it's not going to get all of its guns when the base gets them on.
Yeah, the base is getting its guns on.
Something just hit my ship
Debris, probably.
because I just heard it bouncing all around somewhere.
Alright, let me just turn broadcast off. I don't need to be broadcasting. Oh, we've got another Upsilon drone coming in. Yep.
I'm gonna give the base a chance and move out of the way of its guns.
Okay.
Lord, that's so much firepower.
My calculations are correct. Then the cargo drone should be here within 5 minutes.
Okay.
Ish. We've got to have the ish in there.
Drone's dead.
Wonderful. Yeah, well, we'll only be aware of the drone when it gets to within 500 meters.
That's smart. I totally didn't just use the base to make my ship stop. So once I'm done with this welder, I am going to put back the connector.
The connector, yep.
This is handy for now, but the connector is actually far handier than having a welder here.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, the drone is 19 kilometers out.
That's the funny thing is I don't see it yet.
I know, I just used admin for
No.
grids to actually find it.
Ores. No, that's not it.
No. No, it's 19 kilometers out. You won't see it yet until it gets to within
500, right?
500.
500 meters. Considering our ships, it actually might not be a bad idea to actually make a welding ship for repairs.
Mm-hmm.
Because as handy as
Why all of a sudden is Mad showing up on my HUD?
he's always shown up on my HUD.
Yeah, he wasn't showing up on mine before. Either that or I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, a welder array might be nice to set up somewhere. Like if we take damage, it'd be easy on our ships. It's easy just to fly up against a weld array and actually have them repaired.
Mm-hmm.
As to where is another whole nother question.
Yep. Hey, maybe that's that could be part of what we do is we set up little truck stops
Yeah, good point.
because we're gonna need to go further and further out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm starting with this mining drone, mining transport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that mine it's a phenomenal mine. There's so much silver there, it's not funny. So having these little automated retrieval systems are pretty cool, actually.
It's awesome. I love it.
Alright.
The one annoying part is the turrets.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, that sucks. I'm going to have to look into setting up stream elements now. Damn it. And if I'm going to set up stream elements, I'm going to change it over to use it for everything, for alerts, follow alerts, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Here comes the drone.
I want to see this. I'm not streaming, but I want to see this.
Yeah. It will actually stop shy. It'll stop. It's got two GPS markers. There's one on the dock itself and one on the dock approach.
There it is.
And it will actually stop at the dock approach.
I am right at the connector.
But when it gets to dock approach, I will actually enable the timer block that's disabled, which will stop it. Because I don't think there's going to be a problem, because I've already tested that.
Mm-hmm.
You better see it in action. So you'll get right to it. It's on precision mode, see? So,
Mm-hmm.
so now let me... Come here. That one. Timer block. Begin base dock. And if I hit that... and then hit that. It should
Blunk.
and in a second or two it will lock itself. I did enable that, didn't I? Oh, hang on. Did the sensor trigger? I don't know whether the sensor triggered. I've got no way of telling if the sensor triggered. Connect to base.
Diagnostic light. Have it turn on a light when it triggers, and not have it turn it off.
Let me just check. Base dock autopilot. Is that still turned on? No, that's turned off. That's right, let me just hit trigger now. Like that. And now we'll just turn everything off, so I don't want it to go anywhere. I know what the problem was. This sensor here, let me just show on hard. Turn back on so I can see it. Okay. Anyway, it connected up, and that dumped a whole stack of silver into the base anyway. Where the hell's my ship? Just not sure why it didn't actually lock. I'll have a quick look at that, and then I'll start it off again and let it go again. Actually, no, I won't. I'll check it, but I'm not going to start it off again because I'm actually thinking I'm going to close my stream pretty soon.
Okay.
I just need to see if I can figure out why that didn't do as it was supposed to do. We'll just double check. We've offloaded this grid only. We've offloaded everything off this grid. Yes, we have. Good. Okay, so that worked. Now, remote control to base. Base dock approach. Ah, it wouldn't have done it anyway. You got to as far as. Hang on. Yeah, it would have gotten to base dock approach, but then it doesn't do anything from there because I haven't actually told it what to do when it gets to base dock approach. To base, so to mine, when it gets to the mine approach, it triggers. Yeah, it triggers the disable to mine. Okay, so it's got to do the same. Excuse me. Disable to base. We need to. I'm just going to hit start on that actually. Just need to double check that. That's on a trigger now, so we can use a disable time, so we can use a trigger now. So disable to base. Let me just reset the waypoints. Okay. Disable to base, that's that one there. And what it does is it turns off the to base autopilot, begins the base dock. Oh, okay. So that's what happened. It didn't auto trigger. It didn't auto dock up because it bypassed the section that actually turned on the sensor that detected whether it was docked.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Begin base dock, which triggers the docking remote control. Dock remote control. Right downwards. Yep, comes down to here. Then that triggers the base sensor, which starts the connect to base timer. That 5 seconds later turns off the remote control block, turns off the sensor, and starts the lock connector, which is got a 2-second delay, and that then triggers the let's connect up, and then triggers the waiting routine, which waits for 30 seconds before it then initiates the reverse process, undocking, flying back into the mine, and so on. So,
Okay.
and that was a my bad, because
But
on the 2 base remote control block, I forgot to put an action on what it to do when it actually gets to the docking approach point, and that action was supposed to be trigger the next timer block, which initiates the actual docking process. Yeah.
Well, considering you're using basically almost relay logic,
It is exactly
it's understandable.
It is relay logic. That's exactly good analogy, actually.
Because that relay logic, as simplistic as it is, gets very, very complicated and confusing very, very quickly.
Well, I mean, we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all up. There's 12 timers. There is 4 remote control blocks and 12 timers to make this drone autonomous, and it works though. That's just it. It works. I've just proved it. It's just gone all the way over there, and it's gone all the way back. Not unsupervised. It got over there, and I had to supervise initiate its docking. It got over here. I supervised initiate its docking, but that was because I'm testing the 4 different stages. There's a docking at each end, and the transfer to and from. So that's the 4 stages. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Yeah. So there's 4 timer blocks per stage. If you want to, no, there's 3 timer blocks per stage. Yes, in essence. Now I can potentially now turn the light on. Add some armor blocks to this. Armor it out a little bit. I'd probably use the half blocks, I'm thinking. In heavy armor half blocks is what I'm thinking anyway. Just to add some rigidity to it, some strength to it. But I mean, it might look weird. It's a weird drone. It's not meant to look pretty. It's meant to function.
It's an industrial drone.
It is an industrial drone, that's right.
So it does what it does. It doesn't care what it looks like while doing it.
Exactly. So I'm going to... thinking of actually putting it back in the hangar. Oh no, it can stay out here because, I mean, I'm going to shut the server down once we log off anyway, so it's not like it's going to get attacked whilst we're not here.
No, very true.
Right.
One thing to do is we might want to figure out a place to stick some guns on that side.
On this side here, yes. Well, see, I'm going to expand this out. This eventually will be the drone docking site.
Yep.
All the drones for the different mines will actually come in and dock here. But the thing is, I don't want them all utilising the same connector. Because if they're all utilising the same connector and 2 of them show up at the same time, then that's going to balk the process.
Very, very badly, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to end up with an array of connectors, probably spanning back across the breadth of the actual asteroid, back this way, I think. It's probably the best way. So, I mean, we've got the connector space out here, and we've got the conveyor space out here. So, setting up a couple of defense turrets out here should be easy enough. It's not as important right at this moment, but it's going to be something that we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to do pretty soon, I think.
I hate to add some complexity, but here's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Adding another timer that is only on for a certain length of time, and what it does is it's counting down to turn off the auto leave. So after a certain number of cycles, it stops.
It pauses.
Yeah. So you have to go manually restart it, so that way.
Just trying to think about how it is, what's the easiest way to, because we don't actually have. Yeah.
Well, because timers are only firing for a little bit. So you have a timer fire, turn it on, and it's already kicking over the next timer, which is counting down. Once the next timer counts down and finishes,
it
then
off.
turns off that timer because they don't reset time.
True. It just literally turns it off. So you could set it to say, like the drones sit here for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
When the drone comes within range that it connects up, it could turn the timers on.
Mm-hmm.
And 30 seconds later, it could turn the timer off.
Yep.
So if
And
you
you
wanted
just
to
set
only
length
do
of
after,
time.
if you wanted to only do it like 4 cycles, then
You would have it go for
2 minutes. For 2 minutes. And now there's going to be a little bit of eccentric delay in there. So what it really means is that 2 minutes, because it's going to take more than 30 seconds, that 2 minutes, it should be connected in time when that timer hits that 2 minute trigger, and that 2 minute trigger could be to turn off the wait stage on the drone, which means that wait stage won't trigger, which means it won't trigger into the next cycle.
Yeah, so that way we have like a little bit of a fail safe, so we can keep an eye and check for damage and stuff like that.
And stuff like that. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. I'll have to put some thought into that as to the best way to actually do that. A reliable way of doing it. Actually, there is a way of doing that. But it relies on once the connector is connected, because then the drone could talk to a timer block on the base.
Mm-hmm. One other thing I thought of is once that timer goes, have it turn on a very short range beacon on the ship that says service required or something like that.
Something
so
like
that
that.
way we know that it's there.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we could do something like that. Yeah, definitely. Cool. I'll have to put some thought into that. But for now, I'm going to just move my ship.
Yep.
Move Skink. Not sure where. I'm going to leave the drone connected over there because I'll be shutting the server down, so it's not going to be at risk of being damaged when we're offline.
Yep. Alright. I am basically finished with the hardcore welding of the majority of the armor on this thing. So I can get this connector hooked back up later.
That's cool. I'm just going to leave this Skink over here facing the drone. Yeah, for the moment. Yeah, for a while.
Hey, that actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
There you go. Put some light on the situation. There we go. Except okay. Really. Let's just. There we go. Roll ourselves back to something that's closer to. Oh, prepare for boarding coming past again. Well, guess what? No, it's not.
No, they were gonna meet many, many bullets on the way here.
Goodbye.
Oh, vaporized already?
Yeah, I just deleted it.
Ah.
There's so much scrap too, so I'm just removing all that whilst I'm here.
Yes, because that definitely adds to slowdown.
But we've got a haunted section encounter. We've got a mush station, it's not a bad station. A Ponos F1 encounter. respawn ship encounter. Believe it or not, it's the old yellow respawn ship.
Oh yeah, I remember that old thing.
There's a void station encounter. There's a stealth pirate station encounter. There's a whole stack of small grids which... what the hell is that? Oh, it must be debris. It's actually debris, yeah, bits of debris. I'm not going to worry about them for this point in time, actually. I'm not going to worry about them at all. Okay, so let's just jump out of there. Alright, that's it. I'm going to close my stream out down to this point. Thank you everybody who stopped by my stream. And Mordrets, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, man. And if I were you, mate, I would go and get some cake. You should have cake for birthday, so you should go and get cake.
Yes, go
Yes.
get cake.
Get cake, yes. Yes, definitely go get cake. As for everybody else who's stopped by, thank you very much for checking it out. Once again, if you're thinking of setting up your own game servers, by all means, I'd recommend you using the link in the panels below this video in Twitch here, or in the description of the video over on YouTube. And head on over to Gportal. They're the provider that I have all of this server, as well as a couple of others, all hosted through. Brilliant service, state-of-the-art tech, very reliable and amazing customer service. So go and check them out. Hit that link, use that link to actually spin up a server with them, and you can get 5% off. But until next time, have fun, happy engineering, and I'll just once I figure out how to get into my bed. Hey, there we go, finally got there. Behave yourself. All right. Once again, thank you all, and I'll catch you next time.